So I wanted to give you this message because Spirit pulled me, frankly, out of bed this morning with this download that I received, and I felt like this is gonna resonate for somebody, and I need to get it out there ASAP. I am brand new to having a tarot channel. I am just starting this channel out, so if you would follow, that would be greatly appreciated. But I do my tarot readings a little bit differently. I always have. I don't tend to follow a typical spread. I pull you 2 cards for what's coming in, 2 cards for how things are likely to pan out, and then 2 cards for what the finality of the situation is going to be. So like a start, middle, and end kind of thing. But here is what Spirit laid on me. I heard loud and clear with this Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse here. The Ace of Wands is definitely a new, passionate beginning, an offer coming in for you. You might hear my cat in the background. I'm sorry about that. There's a new, passionate beginning or an offer of some sort that's coming in for you. It's going to be based on something that you are fired up about. And it might be a little bit hard for you to accept this offer because with this 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, you see he's holding on to these coins. He doesn't want to drop them. I'm seeing there's going to be something you'll possibly have to sacrifice in order to receive what this Ace of Wands is offering you, whether it come through a person making the offer or just something that becomes readily available to you. You will have to sacrifice something in order to have it. And then after that, I was seeing you have the Moon in the reverse and then the 7 of Cups. And so in relation to these cards, what I'm getting is with the Moon, that typically represents illusions. And with it being in reverse, that represents a break of that illusion, disillusionment, seeing things the way they are. And then the 7 of Cups is like there's decisions to make, and you're not quite sure which one that you have to choose, but you have to choose one of these cups. So, in fact, this kind of reminds me of that song, I Can See Clearly Now, The Rain Is Gone.
Always looking for answers. Trying to figure out what comes next, pitifully unaware of your own plight.
To make. And then finally here we have the 10 of Wands, which represents laying down a heavy burden, which is fantastic. That represents an ending of something that was really tiresome. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, which in the upright is a great thing. When it's in the reverse, it can represent working with no real reward. But when it's in the upright like this, it tends to imply that you are going to be working hard towards something where your talent is going to be recognized and appreciated. And so that's what Spirit was just giving me this download early on in the morning. You know, maybe it's because it's New Year, but it's just that there's going to be a fresh, clean slate coming in for many of us in the collective, and that we're going to get the go-ahead to start something new, but it is going to be a little shaky as we have to, you know, figure out how to reorient ourselves around this new lifestyle. But ultimately, it will pay off, and I've been feeling this for so many of us. Hey, everybody. It's Fall of Rain Tarot. I'm back with another tarot reading for you. This is a timeless collective reading for all signs. So hopefully this will resonate for somebody. Spirit gave me another download that felt very urgent. You have to forgive me. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I've gotten a lot better since yesterday. Anyway, I'm a little congested still, so I'm sorry about how my voice might sound. But anybody who followed me from my first video and checked out the content, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, that video got flagged for some reason and is not available on the For You page. It said it was for graphic content, which I can't imagine why that is. There's nothing graphic in that video or anything that might be disturbing to anybody that I know of. And I try not to curse on this channel, by the way. I try not to swear because I'm not gonna lie. I curse like a sailor outside of doing this. I'm not gonna lie to you, or else Spirit will convict me. I will. Well, it'll be bad. But so as some of you may know, I don't do a traditional tarot spread. I do 2 cards that are for the beginning of a situation, two cards for the intermediate, for the middle of a given scenario, and then 2 cards that are sort of the finality of that situation. That's just how I've always read. That's the way that feels most intuitive to me as a reader. If you're coming here for the Celtic Cross or anything like that, I apologize that that's not the case. Anyway, without further ado, piggybacking right off of the back of my last reading, this reading it feels to me almost like a direct continuation of the first reading. Because if you remember from the first reading, there is a lot here that I think carries over, because you have a decision to make for the new year. There is something coming in for the collective, and we're going to have to make a decision. And that is very clearly reflected on these first couple of cards, because we've got the Hanged Man in the upright, which represents having to get a new perspective on a decision, because it's flipped. He's hung himself upside down purposely so that he can see things from a different angle, but he's playing sort of a waiting game and trying to figure things out. And this is because you've got the Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Swords typically represents a decision anyway, but in the reverse, it represents particularly a struggle to make a decision that desperately needs to be made, one of two choices, and there's no backing out. It's an urgent decision that needs to be made. So you may be on a bit of a time crunch in terms of making that decision. It may be something you have to make a sort of snap intuitive judgment on. And so it's in the reverse because you're feeling sort of overwhelmed, and it's hard to make that call. Next, we have the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords, both in the upright. And this is just my take, but the way I read these cards in relation to these here is that the Six of Cups represents something. It represents something sort of nostalgic, and it's something that it won't be easy to put behind you. And the Three of Swords, it seems to indicate that one of the choices that you can make here, if you make that decision, it's going to be like stabbing somebody in the heart. There's going to be heartbreak involved, and it's something that seems to be very connected to nostalgia, because this card typically is very nostalgic. Anyway, then here at the bottom you have the Strength card in the upright and the Death card in the upright. So I'm seeing, and this might be hard for some of you to hear, I'm seeing you're going to have to be strong about the choice that you make here. You're going to have to make a tough decision, and you're going to have to buckle up. It reminds me of Thanos from the Avengers. It's the toughest choices require the toughest will. You're going to have to really buckle down and make a kind of hard choice here, and it is going to represent a death. There is going to be an ending, or an unaliving, I'm sorry. It's going to represent something is going to have to end in your life. There is a cycle that's going to have to come to a close in your life, and it represents something that's going to feel like a betrayal and the end of something that you're very nostalgic about. But, and I feel like this reading could use a little bit more, so I don't normally do this, but I'm going to pull you one more card. Just a second. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And we have the Sun card. And it is in the upright. This is just how I pulled it out of the deck. So what we have is a situation where all of this is going to be very hard for you to encounter, because you're going to have to make a really tough decision that feels like a sort of sacrifice of something you're very nostalgic about, something very beloved. You're going to have to be strong, and there's going to be an end to that.
And the door shall be opened.
The Sun, which is the most optimistic.
Remember the password.
Certainly come out better for it. It's going to give you a lot of fulfillment, be it emotional, monetary, career-wise, in love, in something. You are going to have something absolutely very optimistic and fantastic to look forward to if you can overcome this tough decision and make that leap of faith. I'm so sorry, excuse me. That's a hell of a way to start a reading or a channeled message, isn't it? Please excuse me. Fall of Rain Tarot. I am back with another channeled message or a tarot reading for you guys. My name is Christian Bond. I am 20 years old and I am starting to do intuitive tarot reading.
My name is Christian Bond. I'm 29 and I'm starting a tarot page.
But I wanted to say at the onset, first of all, thank you so much to everybody who saw my last video, because my last video, as some of you may know, my first video was taken down from the For You page for, it said it had graphic content. But my second video was fine. It went off without a hitch. And thank you to anybody who liked and followed me as a result of that. That was such a great feeling, and it was such a surprise. And there was even an awesome moment when I opened my TikTok page and I saw it had 777 views on that video. And I'm so thankful for that, because it was such a validating confirmation, such a synchronicity. And Carl Jung had a quote once when he said, you know, when we open ourselves up to synchronicity, it's just remarkable how many more of them we start to see. And I've just been seeing more and more and more since I've devoted myself to making this channel. And so, you know, I can't express how much it means to me when each of you like the page, like the videos, and all of that. But, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I almost, I almost swore, and I almost said the F word. I don't want to say that. Super important to me that I don't swear on this channel. I don't want to be taken off the FY page. Spirit gave me another message again today, and when I received this download, I raced home to try to get some confirmation from the tarot about this. Again, this is a timeless collective reading for all signs.
Again, this is going to be a timeless collective reading for all signs.
And as many of you may know, the second reading felt almost like a continuation from the first reading, and this one really is no different. And that's sort of stunning to me in a way, because it's like this one is not only a continuation, it's almost as if this one is the same reading as the first two. I mean, sure, there are different cards here, but it's as though I'm reading the same message. But maybe that's just the way that I've read the cards. We've got the Four of Cups here in reverse, and the Four of Cups tends to represent the refusal to take an offer. It's like a godsend offer, because you can see, I don't know if you can see this in the reverse, but it's like this cloud, there's a cup being presented to him. So it'd be an emotionally fulfilling offer, but he's refusing to take it. And in the reverse, that seems to indicate to me almost an inability to refuse an offer. I don't know how many of you have seen The Godfather, but it's like, you know, you're being made an offer you can't refuse, or something like that, you know? And then we have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords represents sort of being paralyzed by fear or indecision.
Paralyzed, or like you're stuck in the same place.
You know, feeling like you're trapped in this situation, like you really don't have much of a choice but to make the hard choice here. And then in the middle, we have here, in relation to these cards, I would say, the Hanged Man in reverse. Now, the Hanged Man was in our last reading, and the Hanged Man... excuse me, the Hanged Man tends to represent someone who has purposeful in relation to these cards, as though that option has been taken out of their hands and they've been forced into, well, they have no option, stall out any longer. And the Justice card in relation to all this is really telling me it's sort of like, give and take. It's like, I don't know how many of you have ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, but something equivalent must be given to what's taken, or something equivalent must be taken from what's given. But they call it the law of equivalent exchange. True, spiritually speaking, I think that the people who were making that show are maybe onto something. And you see he's got the scale here, and so he's balancing, and it must be balanced. And down here we have the Fool and the Magician. Now, what this tells me is the same as what the last reading seemed to be implying when I pulled the Sun card, which it would seem to imply that the outcome's going to be great. That actually, whatever the result is of this decision being taken out of your hands and sort of being made for you, if you will, the choice illusion being removed from you, it's going to actually result in you stepping out on a new journey and you learning new things that make you feel equipped for the world ahead and make you feel like you have the resources available to do what it is that you want to do. Excuse me.
I solemnly swear under no less penalty than to have my throat slit, my tongue torn out by its root, my body severed in half, burned, and its ashes scattered to the four winds.
Welcome back, everyone. Fall of Rain Tarot here. It is January 5th, 2024.
January 5th, 2028.
Again, you might hear my cat in the background. He gets a little rambunctious as soon as Today, I'm going to just do a channeled message based on a download that I received from Spirit. I tried to pull some tarot cards, but I will admit, they seemed a little samey to me.
Again! Every time!
And so I didn't want to bore you guys with more of just the same. But the channeled message that I got, and it's something that I think a lot of us can really relate to, is the feeling like you're living the same day over and over and over.
I feel like you're living the same day again and again.
But it's important to remember that God says that He will never forsake us. He will never leave us or abandon us. Stars to mount up with wings as eagles, and having done all to stand, we have to stand. Feel invisible sometimes. No one can hear us, and no one sees us, and no matter how much we try to...
I don't think I can do this today.
He never promised that the cross would not get heavy. Maybe that's because Spirit is trying to to teach us a lesson. And, you know, the karmics in your life that surround you, they might be placed there by God. You know, Satan meant it for evil, but for good. The karmics that surround us may press against us like the Sadducees and the Pharisees that they are. But they are bullies, and every one of them is a bit.
I would know by square and compass, brother man, lived a moral life and risen to distinction. I knelt where Hiram knelt, and took that obligation.
Those who endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All I have for you today. And next time, hopefully I can pull some tarot cards for you, and we'll have something a little different out here. I know everyone may be a little tired of the continuation of the same sort of karmic saga that we have been looking at. But stay safe. God bless you. You've got this. Hey, TikTok. Thanks to anybody who followed here on Strands. Christian Bond, I am back with another Timeless Collective Tarot reading.
I'm back with another Timeless Tarot reading for you.
I'm feeling a little bit better today. I think I got some of my stuff out of my system last night. I might even be getting over whatever I've had these past couple of days. Anyways, it is January the 8th, 2024.
Or the 8th of 2026.
Off the bat, though, I want to jump straight into the reading. As some of you know, I pull 6 cards. What I'm noticing here is we have the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups is automatically giving me the Twin Flame journey. As many of you may know, the Twin Flame is sort of like a karmic mirror for us in this lifetime, and we meet up with somebody who is very important to us, who we will each learn lessons from one another. And many people don't believe in the Twin Flame journey. I, for one, do. I have had a twin flame in my life.
I had a twin flame. I had a friend. I'm sorry.
Realize the life of Thomas Howard Gray.
Chris, it's been a minute.
You're gonna be fucking
Does it hurt?
Of course it hurts, dipshit. You're welcome to try.
Anyway, he was my best friend, and he's unfortunately passed away.
It's the strangest thing. I can't remember what I was about to say. At any rate, I'm getting that this is representative of the Twin Flame journey. This is someone who you have a close connection with in your life. Maybe you share a lot of memories with them. But I'm seeing that with this Two of Pentacles here in the upright, this is something you feel like you're having other responsibilities, other obligations that you feel like you're having to balance with this individual, and maybe it's hard to find quite as much time anymore for them. I am getting the sense with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Temperance card that maybe this person is not around much anymore, and you feel like you're having a hard time keeping an equilibrium with cards. I'm getting the sense that this second set of cards with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, damn it, it feels so similar to what we've been discussing in these past. Someone in this equation has done something sort of underhanded, something deceitful, and it's been a big betrayal. Cards in relation to these first ones is, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. Star card and the Temperance card, I'm feeling like she's trying to balance out these two chalices of water. And with the Star card and the Ten of Swords, I'm seeing it feels like you just poured one of them out. And again, here we go. The Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. We see these cards reading after reading. Four of Pentacles, typically, it represents a sort of stinginess. It's trying to hang on to everything you've got, all of your resources, an unwillingness to make a choice. It's like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush kind of mentality. And then we have the Hanged Man in the reverse here again. The Hanged Man is like a waiting game. With it being in reverse, I'm seeing that there's sort of a decision that that maybe you've been waiting and trying not to make because it's sort of a hard decision, just like in the last couple of readings. Am I really fucking doing this again? Crazy. with the coins trying to be hung on to, followed by the Hanged Man. It reminds me of the story of Judas Iscariot he took 30 pieces of silver to betray his friend, and ultimately, well, that is the reading. As many of you may know, that is pretty par for the course here. It's been basically the same for a little while now, so I guess I will see you at my next read when history repeats itself and when I read the same thing for you all over again. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, I just wanted to deliver a quick channeled message I received. A little something I've noticed. Because it was something that I thought a lot of my chosen ones and light workers out there would be able to relate heavily to. Maybe this resonates with
Whatever resonates.
But I posted a tarot card reading a little bit earlier. It only had 200 some,
I don't know, maybe 100
views on it. And that's been the case with several videos I've posted recently on this app. I'd noticed that before then I was getting 700 or 800 views per video. Sorry, that's confirmation. My throat chakra is acting up because they do not want this message out there. But I was getting 700 or 800 some views per video, but unfortunately I was getting a flurry of hateful, very disrespectful comments that were accusing me of posting graphic content or disturbing imagery, and so I had to turn the comments off, and I thought that would help, but unfortunately it looks like it hasn't. I've been shadow banned. And that's not new to me. You know, I'm not new to feeling unseen or unheard. I like reading tarot cards for people.
What got you into this idea?
What? It's all over TikTok. It's just something to do.
Yeah, but since when did you do any of that?
Since it seemed like it would be fun. I don't fucking
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Cut the shit, Tom.
I will try everything I can.
May as well be Johnny fucking be good. Thomas Rain's gonna be in lights one day. Who the fuck am I gonna be?
This ain't true, Chris, and I think you know that. Now hop off the page part.
Let me be real with you for a minute. I am. You got people that support you, man. I don't know what that's like. And I'm not hating on it, you know? You do great work, you're talented, people care about you. I gotta beg for people to even look at me. I may as well be invisible. Many of us who are starseeds, chosen ones, elect of the 144,000 light workers, we have to deal with this sort of suppression from those who control the current system.
Gang stalkers, the karmics, the agents, the secret system
of our world. And so I'm going to continue to post videos as per usual. I'm going to power through this regardless of their attempts at suppressing my voice. I'm going to try to power through this for you all, to continue and to keep the faith. Hey everyone, Fall of Rain Tarot. It's Christian Bond here. I'm back with another tarot reading for you guys. First of all, I'm so I'm so excited to give you guys this tarot reading. I took a few days off. And I find that, sometimes that this can get a little bit tiresome. It can get a little exhausting pulling these cards, especially when, like, recently we've had a lot of the same repeated themes. And I find that when I take a few days off, I feel so much better and more clear-headed when I come back to it. But this is one of the best readings I've ever done. And I am thrilled that Spirit gave me this message to deliver to you guys. Because if any of you know anything about tarot, this is one of the best readings you could imagine, at least the story that I'm getting from it intuitively. And I was absolutely stunned when I pulled the cards. Every single one of them came out in the upright. And it's just a fantastic story. And first of all, I'm sorry, it's not much of a change of scenery around here. I thought today about going out and doing my reading somewhere else, but when I first started my YouTube channel, my first video I was going to make, I didn't ever upload it because I went out to do it and I did it in public. And you never know. You get no privacy there, obviously, but public is. But you never know who's going to walk up to you and approach you. And, people can be very judgy about this sort of thing.
It certainly is an odd place for that sort of thing.
I'm just getting at the house.
If you wouldn't mind, when do you think you'll find out?
I guess I won't know until I pull the cards,
You remind me of myself when I was worried. Always looking for answers, always trying to figure out what comes next. Pitifully unaware of your own plot. Let me ask you, do you have any idea who you are? Do you know where you came from? And where you're going?
What kind of question is that? I mean, does anybody?
Listen, you seem like a good young man. Something to be said for that. I belong to an organization that specializes in making good men better. And what if I was to tell you that what you're doing there, we could show you a better way of doing it.
Oh, I see. You're one of those. I appreciate your offer, man. Thank you, but I can't go to potlucks and play cornhole with a bunch of old men. No offense, I don't mean it.
Don't get intimidated by a symbol. Our work is shrouded in allegory and illustrated using symbols no different from symbols that you intuitively interpret on those cards.
Say I was interested. What then?
Take a ride.
With the nascent McDonald's that I just fucking met.
No, don't be shit. It's just across the road.
You gotta get around the hospital. What for? Fucking take my phone and just delete shit, man. I just met you.
Rainfall was fine, but I want you to record.
Give me a better heads up next time.
This room is for brothers and prospective brothers only. I'll treat you this once, never happen again. Now the rest of the facility may be used for a number of different purposes. Doubles for community outreach programs, voting place, ballots and challenge here. Myself utilize the sanctuary every Sunday, minister on behalf of the Methodist Church. If you are interested.
It's just a fantastic, pull of cards. We have with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor next to the Six of Pentacles. We have someone who's a philanthropist here. You're stepping out on a new journey. You're taking a risk, and somebody is going to approach you, and they're going to give you just a fantastic offer, and it's going to just change your life. And with the Magician and the Sun card here, again, these are tapping on familiar territory, but again, we have just the best news, a very, very positive future outlook for you. We have the Magician here. You're going to feel very qualified for what's ahead. So again, I'm so thankful for you all. Rainy days are behind us. And I will catch you in the next one. Hey everybody, it's Christian Bond with Fall of Rain Tarot. I am back with another tarot reading for you all as usual. This one is for all signs, for all placements. It is a timeless tarot reading because we all know time is fluid. Now, I wanted to hop right into this because I don't have a huge amount of time. I've been asking me also in the comments about my wedding band. So a lot of you guys have noticed that I was married and been asking where my wife is. And she does work a lot. Luckily, I've got a hot date tonight that I'm going to be going out on. That's why I got to get ready really, really soon. Urgent decision that needs to be made. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to pull you one more card. But on to the tarot reading. I'd love to tell you we've got a different situation going on here, but this is unfortunately very similar to what we've already said. It's telling a very similar story to some of my last several readings, so it's a bit of a continuation of more of the same. But I do notice some noticeable key differences here, and I'll try to point those out as we go along. Looking towards the future, you are a little hesitant, though, with the Knight of Swords here in reverse. He's charging forward normally when it's in the upright. You can see he's holding the earth here, and he's looking forward. He feels like he's got the earth in the palm of his hand. He can really choose where he wants to go from here. Unfortunately, you are a little hesitant about how you choose to move forward, but we've got the World card over here. In and out, and flow, waxing green. I was born yesterday. And the World card of the Emperor means that this gentleman that we noticed in the last reading that's going to be making you an offer that's going to be very, very beneficial for you and really change your life around. It's going to change your whole world. It's the Six of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing that nostalgia.
It's just been a little while. It's been a couple of months, man. Wanted to see if maybe you wanted to get up, hang out. I don't know. Just come over to your place and let's just fucking sit around.
Hang out today, and it might be a little while before I can hang out. Being in the reverse, I'm feeling as though that means there's going to be some things that's sort of like a blast from the past, things from your past sort of coming back to haunt you. If we'll say that maybe you're trying to stand in the way, maybe that's why you're feeling a little hesitant up here. But the end result is the Sun, and this is the second time we got the Sun as the end result in one of your readings. That's just fantastic for the collective because that implies so much right there. It's the best card you can get in tarot, and it means that the outcome is going to be just fantastic. You have nothing to worry about moving forward. So I think this is overall a very, very good reading for you guys.
Where do you want to go tomorrow? Are we still supposed to see your parents weekend? I don't know, but I hope this year goes better than last year.
Also, just as a last note for anybody who's a fellow brother, my artifact has been acting up a little bit recently. It's been making me feel very, very unusual. And I just wanted to see if anybody who was on the level might be able to give me some hints about what that might be about. Anyway, Fall of Rain Tarot, you guys have a good day. Hey everybody, it's Fall of Rain Tarot. I am back with another, well, this is not a tarot reading. Obviously, there's no cards. This is just a channeled message that I received early this morning that Spirit really laid on my heart that I needed to get out there for you guys. So from my Spirit team to yours, this is that. And you might hear my cat, as usual, scampering around in the background back there. So just ignore away from that. I just want to take a moment to give thanks and recognize Spirit for giving me these downloads and and these synchronicities. And as always, it's just such a pleasure to be able to share these with you guys as I receive them. Get everybody ready on the front of astrology. Because this year in 2024, and it'll be a ways off yet, but we will be seeing Jupiter squaring Saturn not once but twice within the year. And while this will certainly affect all signs differently,
One thing that may be a bit of a constant is a certain level of turmoil. We may feel that we are dealing with some very harsh karmic lessons and repeating cycles during this time. And it may feel like a fruitless endeavor.
It brings to mind the story of Sisyphus. Happy New Year to you all, coming at you live from 2025. That's why this keeps up with TikTok. I'm going to be moving my content to strands for the remainder of 2026, and that's where I will be. Ask yourself, what is your boulder, and what is your cross to bear? Because Saturn or Kronos or Father Time is going to be a bit of a harsh teacher this year, a bit of a hard mentor to follow, maybe even a little overbearing. I didn't know y'all took it so seriously. Wouldn't have thought you'd even heard this.
To expose us for many years, we take back
in the year ahead, and it will undoubtedly take a whole lot of trying for us to get up that hill. If you'll excuse me. I'm sorry. I've been a little dependent on the caffeine recently. God, look at my hand. To keep me going, it just helps with the fatigue and with some of the symptoms of my time dilation, quantum entanglement, allergies. And again, incidentally, I just wanted to reiterate to anyone who might be listening and could lend some help. My artifact has been really acting up recently. It's been reorienting, not now, all on its own. And I was just gonna see if I could get some advice from someone who might be on the square.
As usual, you need to be leaving the thumb and the basket outside. Comes before us today, seeking further light in iceberg, and to be present to the sublime great of master.
Scattered to the four winds, that no remembrance should ever be made of so vile, wicked a wretch as I. Should I ever knowingly find it, this is my obligation.
In your present condition, what do you most desire?
Further.
Tell me the secret of a master mason, or I will take your life.
I cannot, nor can they be given, except in the company of Solomon, king of Israel, Hiram, king of Tyre, or myself.
Solomon strikes the funeral trumpet. No sound departing time. As we journey here below, through our pilgrimage of woe.
It's all normal, but it's just weird stuff with my Wi-Fi and with my phone. And sometimes I find that my phone's recorded some things and I didn't even open the camera, and then there's videos and voice memos, stuff that I've deleted ages ago, and it suddenly pops back up and it's all garbled. But anyway, just if any brothers could lend an ear in fellowship and offer some advice on that matter, it would be much appreciated, and so mote it be. On that note, just to all of my viewers out there, just keep in mind, put the phone down sometimes, and we're too addicted to these things. Get out there in nature. It's good for you. It'll do you a world of good. And because that thing that happens sometimes, you're thinking about something and then boom, you're getting advertised that thing. And that is no joke, guys. And I have it on good authority. It is always listening. So just bear that in mind going forward. And God bless, and you guys have a great day. Love and light. Hey everyone, it's Christian Bond with Fall of Rain Tarot, and I'm back with another timeless collective reading for you guys. And as we all know, time is fluid, so this could be past, present, or future for you guys. It's for all signs, but just take what resonates and leave the rest. Just as a quick update on the channel, I wanted to let you guys know you can probably expect a good bit more channeled readings from me from now on, because I don't want to be using these cards as a crutch. I feel like I've gotten a good grasp of this now, where I can deliver messages to you guys straight from source without having to consult the cards quite so often, as I feel called to do so, to showcase my spiritual gift. I think a visual aid is necessary. But jumping straight into the reading, we got the Magician in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. Now, this is, as usual, this is nothing new for us, but what I'm getting is you feel like maybe your resources weren't put to good use. Maybe you feel like you've put a lot of effort into something and you haven't got a return on that investment. So you're feeling maybe a little melancholy.
Maybe Spirit just doesn't want some messages out there. I mean, admittedly, I'm a little disappointed. I thought it'd go a little quicker. I mean,
I celebrated my 30th birthday on the 20th of December, if you can call it celebrating.
and I had to take a good hard look at this, and I've been at it about 10 years.
And I mean, it started on YouTube, went to TikTok, I did strands for a while, and last year I started a new channel on Dragnet as soon as it came out. It's just more of the same, so I think it's maybe time to call it quits.
The High Priestess card and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And with these two in tandem, what I'm getting is with the Queen of Wands, typically in the upright, she's very passionate and moving forward with something. But with this black cat at her feet that you see here, I don't know if you can tell that, we know traditionally the symbolism of a black cat is usually that it's bad luck. So I'm seeing that something feels like it's sort of halted your forward progress. And in relation to the High Priestess card here, the High Priestess you see is sitting between the twin pillars. And this is Boaz, and I honestly can't pronounce this one.
Fucking talk today. Mercury retrograde.
And the Kabbalistic tree of life. So this represents the pillar of severity and this the pillar of mercy. So she's sort of integrating her shadow side and her more divine nature.
Pretty much why they're all in reverse, but you know what? It doesn't fucking matter anyway. It doesn't fucking matter, because your ancestors are in the room with me right now. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing, it's whatever, because there's some musty-ass, dusty-ass motherfucking comics anyway at the end of the day. So you know, just don't even sweat about it, you know? And fuck them. Because, you know, we got a shadow side too, and we got a warrior spirit,
and showcasing all of her aspects. And then we see some pomegranate symbolism up here, which is also usually representative of some intuitive skills. And what I'm getting from this is the sentiment that Voldemort gives to Harry in the first...
They thought they were gonna shit on you, Gemini. I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm sorry if you've been watching for a while, but it's a new day. If you don't like cursing and swearing, then just get the fuck off the channel.
because they thought they were gonna shit on you, and Spirit is telling me they got a surprise waiting for them. Because I think it's gonna be your...
Believe what you want to. I'm here in Archangel Michael says. People gonna be alive in
Some people ain't gonna make it out of this alive. I'm hearing the plagues of Egypt. I'm hearing death on the Nile.
That in order to achieve his goal, he needs to cast away this sort of judgment of light and dark, and that there is no such thing as good and evil, and there's just power, and those who are too weak to claim it.
So put in the comments, my rise is their demise. Say, my rise is their demise.
And that reminds me of even the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man film when he says you're strong enough to have it all, but too weak to take it. You're mad, and even when you're angry, we're to pray. The Bible says to pray for your enemies. You know, and so I want to make it very clear that on this channel we don't wish ill on anyone whatsoever, and that is wrong. So we want the best things, even for those who have stabbed us in the back. You know, turn the other cheek, good and a goodly man of God. I'm a big comic book fan, big Batman fan, but.
Matrix and the system and the cosmos.
You know, we got the 4 of Swords, and you know, hey, at least it's not the 9 of Swords, which we've seen quite often recently.
He was done, right? And I'll go to put it in the morning, and I'll be like, yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a reading today, but Divine had other plans, and I just say no. No, I'm being dead ass.
I'm being dead ass. These people are that, they really are, and they will fall for it. So I was thinking, if God, I gotta call you back.
Thomas, even in death, every crime.
The first thing I get from this card is looking at the way that he seems to be sort of buried in this way, that he seems to be sort of covered in gold and in a very regal position as he lays.
Reminds me of the way that they mummified pharaohs in Egypt, and it reminds me of just in general Egyptian mythology and Egyptian architecture and all of that. And they were very fascinating people.
It's cute with a sphere on it. See that? It's like a three-dimensional representation of circle, square,
Some sort of alchemical thing?
No more symbols. This is real power. Matter of fact, do not conflict. Centuries before, excavations were on the pyramid.
Okay, why do I feel so,
Research will spread everything across space. A bigger, what is to come, changes will alter the course of created and inevitable.
And the ancestors, they believed in like sound healing and things of that nature, and there's no telling what was underneath the pyramids. To this day, we don't know.
It's giving major unawakened ass herself, and she's just not in her feeling that the bitch is gonna pay, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
528 or 432 hertz, whichever one, they're proven to have DNA healing effects, and this has been proven, mind you. And also the Schumann resonance, and the way, if you've seen the water experiment where you speak words to water, and that, anyway, you get what I'm saying, but just don't tune into the radio too often, because, they are trying to control us with the current radio frequencies. And
today's reading. Thank you all for tuning in. Check back sometime soon. I'm sure I'll have another reading up or a channeled message here in the next week or so, at bare minimum.
Anyway, you all have a good day. Our seeds and light workers and indigo children and all that, but, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that really ain't but about a handful of chosen ones on this earth at any given time. And I got that straight from source, so I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I know what side I'm on. Love and light.
Stop! I can't take it anymore!
Christian Bond Fall. Fall of Rain Tarot, and I'm back with another timeless collective tarot reading.
With this, we do have some different cards out here this time, at least. And we got with the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups in the reversal.
I'm getting it sort of as a feeling like maybe you did something that sort of hurt somebody's feelings, or you did something that was sort of a betrayal of something you're very nostalgic about, and maybe you don't feel so good about that.
Hey, I wasn't sure if you'd pick up. Look, I know last time I didn't go so high.
You gotta stop thinking about that way. You're gonna burn yourself out. I've seen this happen. Just working hard. Sometimes you gotta work smarter, not harder. You're just kicking a prick wall. Look, all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I've had just about enough of it. I've had just about enough of that. Thanks. Not everybody. We're not all we're not you. Have to get up every goddamn day and work our asses off to get where we want to be. Not everything's handed to everybody. I don't want the fucking day. The door hit you in the ass.
No hard feelings on my end, man. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just...
I'm okay. I'm sorry, man. I was just going through something I shouldn't have.
I just wanted to see if... Care if I come up tonight?
Yeah. Wanna do this afternoon?
I'll see you then, man.
With the six of... Sorry, with the... the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles in the upright. I'm getting that it looks like they don't really hold this against you so bad. So whatever feelings of shame you have associated with this event, it looks like they don't hate you for it. They're still willing to make an emotional offer. But with this card here, I'm feeling like maybe you feel like it's them sort of taking pity on you. But that's all right. They're showing a sort of unconditionally loving side of themselves.
Sorry, I'm a little hung up. Somebody called out, so I was a little late at work. I haven't seen Jen around here in a while. She wasn't here last time I came. She's not here now.
He's doing all right. He's just working a lot.
That I do know, especially lately. What have you been up to? You written any more music lately?
No. You'd better off hanging my hat with you on scene.
Fuck off, man. You write good stuff.
No, I'm just fucking around. I've been a bit busy myself.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. What's it like? Really? You in on any spooky government conspiracy? You think highly of him, so what's the old man's name?
Don't honestly know. We only use titles. So respect that.
You can see why this is difficult for me, right? You're not exactly being the most forthcoming. You didn't get to know your name. I'm supposed to call you brother, but what, you want me to refer to you as the anti-exalted master of the universe?
You were ready to hear.
better this way.
Interesting looking center.
Don't
Chris. What was that? You can't tell anybody what just happened. It's not supposed to do that. I don't know.
with the tower card and boy, I'd really fucking like. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't gonna swear. I'm tired of seeing this card. There's gonna be a revelation. I need a drink. This is Christian Bond with Fall of Rain Tarot, and I'm back with another timeless tarot reading for you guys. First of all, I wanted to apologize for my last reading. I was feeling very fatigued during that reading, so I think not a lot of people really watched the whole thing. I'm feeling much better this time. I wanted to jump straight into the reading. It's like a bit of an ongoing saga, but with the High Priestess in the reverse in the tower, automatically I'm getting there's something you didn't feel like you had foresight about. Maybe you said the wrong thing or let something slip, and it resulted in a tower moment for you, something that you felt like you had no control over, and it really ripped the rug out from underneath you, maybe. And whatever this was, it resulted in this Five of Cups and the Magician in reverse, so you feel like you don't have much say on the matter or how things will transpire from here.
Living a lie. And I wanted to do one more reading for you guys, but I don't see it going very well, so I think I'm going to stick to my word and go ahead and call it quits.
With these final two cards, with the Devil card and with the Nine of Swords, it looks like whatever this is, you feel bound to something that you have, again, no control over. Something is sort of pulling your strings, and it's something that you feel sort of duty-bound to honor. You feel like you are trapped in this situation, whether it be by social pressure, peer pressure, or something of that matter, addictions. Something has got you under its spell, so to speak. And there's a lot of sleepless nights because of that. So my heart goes out to you if you are someone who is experiencing this. And I wish you all the best. I know I've been in this kind of situation before myself.
Fatigue is manageable and to be expected.
Forget about that anymore! There's other symptoms! There's other shit going on! That we just make a little fucking sleepy!
Just you calm yourself down before.
Fuck you! There's something you're telling me you keep even doing it on purpose!
Quiet! Are you finished now?
I'll fucking get away with this! I'll fucking tell!
Will you tell? Mind your tongue, people that work in postage, people that work for the landfill. I say a word. Would do well to remember it. Anything you thought you could threaten me with, I am affected of that much more. I have a few years on you yet.
You're gonna threaten me? You know, maybe now is a good time. I had a friend over a week ago, and he interacted with it. It sent us both! I wasn't supposed to do that!
You showed him. Why did you have it out to begin with?
Out! I had to put it away yet when you got here, okay? I thought it was a son.
You tricked. I believed his name.
My friend Tommy, he's my old friend. His name's Thomas Rain.
I'm afraid you have to take care of it.
Take care?
Doesn't it look like I am laughing with you?
You can't possibly expect
You take this. And this will keep things quiet. I will have a driver ready to tell me where. Be on time.
my footsteps on your errand to go.
Motherfucker.
I'll be back with another message, I'm sure, sometime shortly. Hey, it's Fall of Rain Tarot. I'm going to skip the introductions this week and just get straight into the reading. And right from jump, I'm noticing there's just a lot of swords in this reading for the collective. So there's a lot of thinking going on about something. And here we've got the Eight of Swords in the upright, and then the justice in reverse. And so that's, that's it's not nothing new. That's very much, feeling hopelessly stuck in some situation, and you don't know the way out of it, and you feel it's an injustice, and God, I am so sick. I don't want to see anymore. Stop this. Stop it. Stop it. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm feeling, well, actually, pardon me just a moment. I'm feeling a little, I haven't eaten anything today, so if you will give me a minute. But as I say, we got the 10 of swords in the upright and the 7 of swords also in the upright. And so I'm getting that whatever this decision was, and whoever it was that made it, that caused this injustice, they were really stuck up in their head about it for a while. Ultimately, they made a decision that was sort of just an absolute betrayal. Stab somebody in the back, yada, yada, yada. Fuck. Just do it and get it over with.
Hello?
Hey, man. What's up?
Look, this is about last time. I swore I would...
No, forget about all that. I actually didn't even call to talk about any of that. I just wanted to see if maybe you were free tonight, and if you want to go see a movie.
I mean, I guess.
If you could meet up here, I mean, well, that'd be ideal. And you could even...
Are you okay?
I just got done working out, so I'm a little...
I'll be there, but we still have to talk.
All right. And I'll see you later.
Who's been on my channel for a while, we get this pretty much every time. Getting kind of fucking old. So anyway, the 7 of swords, that is someone just slinking off down the back alley. They've the cat that ate the canary kind of vibe. It looks like whatever's happened here, they just left someone for dead kind of vibe. And then finally we have the 6 of cups in the reverse and the 9 of swords in the upright. So this is something that's just it feels like a betrayal of your inner child. I would say that's the best way I can put it. This is something that's it's thrown something very nostalgic straight out the window. You've heard it all before, and now there's a lot of sleepless nights because of it. God damn it! I am gonna grab a coat. Looks like it's gonna rain.
Hold up for a second. I just got a text.
That spells it tonight, but all I'm hearing is good. Is it fucking anybody out town? Why the fuck are we going this way? Only you choose the scenic route. Are you,
We will take care of it. I've showed you who you are. David. I think it's time. You know my name.
Anyway, that's your reading. That's how the cookie crumbles. Fall of Rain Tarot, follow me for more timeless collective readings. Looks like TikTok's not really picking up my shit anymore, so maybe in a couple of years when a new app comes out, maybe then someone will... Hey everyone, Christian Bond with Fall of Rain Tarot. I'm just here to deliver a channeled message to you guys, and maybe a little bit of an auspicious day, if a bit of a sad one. This will probably be my last message for a little while. Life has been sort of catching up with me, and I just wanted to end this on the best note that I could. Forgive me, I'm a little stiff. I need to do some stretches or something. Anyway, I say a channeled message, but I did pull one card for you, and I thought this was very relevant. As it turns out, it was the 10 of Wands.
When I shuffled the cards, this was the only card that popped out for you today. So, this will be my final message. It's been 10 long years
No more. And I feel the Ten of Wands couldn't be any more relevant to what we're talking about here because it represents laying down a burden. So you've got this guy here, he's holding these 10 rods. He's decided it's time to lay them down, so to speak. Maybe he put his hand to the plow and then looked back, if you know what I mean. And I think I can relate to that very heavily. I know what he must be feeling. I imagine I'm feeling something similar. And I just wanted to let you guys know, if any of you guys are feeling this way out there, maybe you've bit off more than you can chew, it's okay to hang your hat. It's okay to go ahead and take a break. And that's just what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to get some R&R. I'll be hanging out. And anyway, I wish you all the best. Thank you everybody who's tuned in to the channel and checked out the readings and the channeled messages. It's meant the world to me. You just don't know. I'm sorry, buddy. And you're so Tommy. I'll be with you soon. I feel cold. Right on time.
What do you think you'll find out?
Guess I won't know until I pull the cards, you know?
You remind me of myself when I was your age. Always looking for answers, always trying to figure out what comes next. Pitifully unaware of your own plight. Let me ask you. Do you have any idea who you are? Do you know where you came from? And where you're going?
You know, I get the strangest sense of deja vu. No offense, old man, but I ain't buying what you're selling. I got somewhere to be. You have a good day. Hello?
Hey, man.
What's up, Tommy?
Nothing. I was just gonna see if I could come up tonight, see you and Jen, see if you wanted to go grab a bite to eat or something.
Yeah, man. That'd be dope.
You okay? Sound a little flustered or something.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll tell you later. I just had the weirdest fucking interaction.
Getting too old. Has a few years on you.
So what's the old man's name?
Hello?
Hi, I was calling for Mr. Christian Bond.
Speaking.
Yes, sir. We were just calling about your car's extended